Most external hard drives slow down your video editing workflow. I tested 5 external hard drives that actually deliver fast transfer speeds for seamless editing. What I discovered about read-write speeds will prevent you from buying drives that bottleneck your rendering timeline. Here we go. Starting off at number 5. This one brings professional speed in a package you can actually throw in your bag without worrying. We have the crucial X9 2TB SSD. If you've ever dealt with babying your drive on location shoots, this addresses it directly. It's IP55 rated for water and dust resistance and can survive drops up to 7.5 feet. That means you're not constantly stressed about your gear when you're moving between locations. What caught my attention right away was how they balance durability with actual performance. You're getting transfer speeds up to 1050 megabytes per second. For context, that's moving a full 4K project file in seconds, not minutes. The 2 terabyte capacity gives you real room to work with multiple projects without constantly shuffling files around. Here's where it gets interesting. It connects with USB-C and USB-A, so whether you're on a MacBook, a Windows machine, or even editing on an iPad Pro, you're covered. It works with everything from Chromebooks to PlayStation 5 without needing separate drives for different setups. In real-world use, this means you can edit directly off the drive without lag, back up on set, and not worry about weather or accidental drops. One consideration is that while the speed is solid for most workflows, if you're working with 8K raw footage constantly, you might need something even faster down the line. Link is in the description. Next up at number 4. This one's about raw storage capacity when you need to archive entire project libraries. We have the WD-60 portable external hard drive. Here's the thing most people miss about storage workflows. When you're done editing and need to archive finished projects, media libraries, and backup footage, speed isn't the priority anymore. Capacity is. This is the world's first 6 terabyte drive in a 2.5-inch portable form factor. That 6 terabyte capacity means you can store hundreds of completed projects, entire footage archives, or your full media library on a single drive that still fits in your bag. We're talking about consolidating what would normally require multiple drives into one unit you can actually transport. It runs on USB 3.2 Gen 1 with plug-and-play compatibility across everything: Mac, Windows, even game consoles. No external power brick needed, which keeps your setup clean, whether you're at your desk or traveling between locations. Now, here's the key detail. This is a traditional hard drive, not an SSD. What that means in practice is you're not editing directly off this drive with high-resolution footage. The transfer speeds work fine for moving finished exports, backing up project files, or accessing your B-roll library. But active editing of 4K or 8K raw files needs something faster. In real-world use, this becomes your archive solution. You finish a project, render your final exports, then move everything to this drive to free up your faster editing drives. That workflow keeps your active workspace clear while maintaining a massive, organized backup library. Worth mentioning that if your workflow requires editing directly from the drive with uncompressed footage, the SSD options we covered make more sense. This shines specifically when storage capacity matters more than raw speed. You'll find the link in the description. At number 3, this is where Samsung brings that brand reputation to the table with proven speed. We have the Samsung T7 SSD with 2 terabytes. Here's what matters with this one. It's built around PCIe NVMe technology that pushes read and write speeds up to 1050 and 1000 megabytes per second. In practical terms, that's editing 4K footage directly off the drive without any stuttering or lag in your timeline. What sets this apart from what we've covered is the focus on active editing workflows, rather than just storage or durability. This is your primary working drive. The compact aluminum body means it fits anywhere in your kit, but the real value is in that sustained speed when you're scrubbing through multiple video layers or rendering effects. Now here's what's interesting. It handles direct recording from cameras that support external SSD recording. iPhone 15, Pro shooting ProRes at 4K 60 frames per second. Compatible cameras, even mobile devices, you're recording straight to the drive and editing from it without transferring files back and forth. The 6-foot drop protection and aluminum construction mean it's built to last, but this isn't marketed as a rugged field drive like others. It's designed for speed first, durability second. Worth noting that Samsung manufactures all the internal components themselves, including the DRAM and NAND ODL, which typically translates to better long-term reliability. For editors who need a fast, dependable drive for active projects where speed directly impacts workflow efficiency, this delivers exactly that without compromise. You'll find the link in the description. Next up, at number 2, This one's built around giving you massive storage without overcomplicating things. We have the Seagate 5TB portable external hard drive. If your workflow involves juggling multiple projects at once and constantly running out of space on your primary drives, this is where capacity meets simplicity. 5 terabytes gives you enough room to keep recent projects accessible, while your faster SSDs handle active editing. Think of it as your overflow storage. That keeps everything within reach. What makes this practical is the plug-and-play setup. You connect it via USB 3.0, and it's recognized immediately on both Mac and Windows, without installing drivers or formatting. That 18-inch cable means you're not dealing with adapters or compatibility headaches when you're switching between workstations. Now, here's what you need to understand. This is a traditional hard drive, which means it's designed for storing completed projects, organizing B-roll libraries, or keeping backups of final renders. You're not editing uncompressed 4K timelines directly from this. The transfer speeds work well for moving files on and off the drive, accessing older footage, or creating project backups. But real-time editing of high bitrate footage requires the SSD options we covered. The real value comes down to capacity at a reasonable entry point. When your active editing drives are full, and you need somewhere to move completed work without deleting anything, this handles that role without requiring external power or complicated setup. One thing to keep in mind is that if your entire workflow relies on editing directly from external storage with raw footage, you'll want the faster SSD models instead. This shines specifically when you need accessible storage for everything that's not currently in your timeline. You'll find the link in the description. Before we reveal our number one, be sure to check out the description below for the freshest deals on each of these items. And finally, number 1. This is where professional-grade speed meets serious durability. In a package built for the long haul, we have the SanDisk 4TB Extreme Pro Portable SSD. Here's what sets this apart from everything we've covered. You're getting NVMe solid-state performance, pushing 2,000 megabytes per second for both reads and writes. That's nearly double the speed of the other SSDs on this list. What that translates to in actual use is editing 8K raw footage directly from the drive, without a single dropped frame or stutter. The 4 terabyte capacity gives you enough room to keep multiple active projects loaded simultaneously, while still having space for your asset libraries and backup files. You're not constantly managing storage, or deciding what to delete to make room. Now here's where the engineering gets interesting. That forged aluminum chassis isn't just for looks. It functions as a heatsink to maintain those sustained transfer speeds. Even during long rendering sessions or massive file transfers, most drives throttle down when they heat up. This one stays consistent. The IP65 rating means full dust protection and water resistance from jets, not just splashes. 3-meter drop protection handles real-world accidents. Add the carabiner loop, and you've got a drive you can clip to your bag on location shoots without babying it. What this comes down to is uncompromised performance, speed that handles any footage format, capacity for serious workflows, and ruggedness that survives professional use. The 5-year warranty backs that up. For editors working with high-resolution timelines, who need both speed and reliability without trade-offs, this delivers exactly that. You'll find the link in the description. Now you know which drives eliminate bottlenecks without slowing your rendering timeline or failing mid-project. For 8K workflows, number 1. For active 4K editing, go with number 3. For location durability, check number 5. For archiving massive libraries, number 4. Storage prices shift with component shortages, so check the links in the description. Now,